we talked a lot about practices, and we talked a lot about how structured practices go. Um, from a band member's perspective, talking to how would you how would you prefer a band practice is set up?
It's really hard for us sometimes because of the timing. We know that if everyone gets there right at 5 o'clock, um, we have less than an hour for people to get set up and to go over our first practice. Some of those songs we've gone over a lot, but sometimes we play them differently.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, one of our guitarists, has been out, and I realized very soon that I started playing differently just to fill in some gaps
Yeah,
where
absolutely. Yeah.
he had been playing. And now that he's back, I'm backing off in
Mm-hmm.
some other areas. Sometimes they seem pretty rushed, and that's going to happen when you have people that have part-time jobs and all. To me, the things that are the more meaningful, um, there are some parts I just cannot practice until I know how everybody else is playing.
Mm-hmm.
And because that dynamic may change from week to week or month to month, Dave may be out, or
Right.
the keyboardist may not be here, or the drummer, or whomever. And so, especially when the bass player Elijah, man, he's done so well.
Yeah.
And Noah, his brother, have as well. If you can figure them out and tell them apart. Elijah's the one playing the bass, is the one I have to remember. But all that to say, but especially how I play very differently when there's no bass player,
Yeah.
just because I'm trying to bring out some of that depth
Mm-hmm.
that other instruments cannot. But um, so filling in those gaps, some people are really good at doing that spontaneously. I am not at all. I mean, I'll try it, but whether I get it right or not is a whole other
Mm-hmm.
story. I like how a lot of times we go over the stuff that, you know, okay, we run over a song that we've done 15 times in the last, you know, 3 weeks.
Right.
We that gets a brief attention, and then we come back and do a little bit more work on the songs that need a little bit more
Yeah.
work that we haven't
Absolutely.
haven't done as much, or that we've changed up. Like all of a sudden this week, the pianist, whoever that is leading a song that can't seem to get the rhythm right.
When we come into practice, we'll set up, everybody else have everything set up, and then we'll get ready to start. And while everybody's setting up, I'm usually going over the set list as to what we're going to play that night or coming up this coming up Sunday. Um, and we'll go over the songs, we'll go over the song order. I'll kind of give everybody a heads up of, okay, if anything's changed or if anything is specific that I want this time. Like, I really want the drums to play, on the floor tom on this particular section, stuff like that. Or, hey, I want you to lead this transition into this song, that kind of thing. We'll kind of go over that. And then we'll just start playing. Like you said, we'll play through the set. And the main thing we're working on here, since we pretty much know the songs that we're going to be playing, is we're working on transitions. And I like to make sure that we point out, like, this is exactly how I want to do this transition. This is exactly who I want playing this, and this will be. And does it always flow? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Normally, we'll finalize it on our next practice on Sunday morning, right before the service. But it's fun to. I mean, it's fun to make sure we have everything set up on Wednesday nights. And Wednesday nights again is kind of like the first time sometimes of hearing the songs again, or the first time of, oh, that's the song I remember now. Okay, or oh, that's what I played in that part. Now that I hear everybody else playing it, now I can practice leading up to Sunday. So yeah, we'll go through the songs, and if there's any songs that we've played constantly, several times in the past few weeks, then yeah, we will play through those probably one time all together, and then we'll go through and just pick out songs. Okay, we've only played this song once in the past year. Let's
Yeah.
make sure we play that one several
yeah.
times, and then a lot of times somebody will say, hey, I have problems with the bridge here, and then we'll play through the bridge 4 or 5 times in a row, make sure everybody's on track, and then yeah, we'll
I
close
can't
out.
imagine who would
Me
who would
either.
ask for that.
Yeah, me either. So but Wednesday nights are good. Wednesday nights are my favorite practice times. They're a lot more laid back because there's no stress or worry of a Sunday morning. Because when we get here on Sunday morning, I'm usually the order of music, transitions, everything is kind of the last thing on my mind at this point. I'm more focused on everything from YouTube streaming to, who's going to set what.
Yeah.
Do we have the slides ready? Is everything set up for service? And then practice time is over and the countdown's already started by that point. It's time to go.
Yeah.